am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
He's a jackass.
He is a jackass. Now, can we say that, YouTube? Can we say jackass? Because the president just said it right there. And Donald Trump says MF. And, I don't know. But the whole thing is just, it's creeping me out. It seems like no matter how hard you work, no matter what you build, no matter how, how diligent you are, there's always somebody to, say, oh, no, you can't do it. You can't. Oh, yeah, we can. Yes, we can. Si se puede. But, yeah. So I think a lot of us are watching preseason football that never watched preseason football before because of Colin Kaepernick and, other football players who are taking to their knee prior to the game, which signals to me they've won. So good night, Howard. Right? I mean, you take to your knee and the game is done. So, no, but Colin Kaepernick, who is not partisan from what I can see, he's attacked, both presidential candidates like most Americans. They're not happy with the choice. But both sides are not happy. Both candidates. Although Hillary's unfavorables are so high right now, they're 59%. Donald still beats her. That's the one place he's beating her. He's really, really beating her. It's fantastic. It's huge. He's still more disliked than she is, but only by 1 percentage point, which scares me. But Colin Kaepernick, he took shots at her. He's not, Colin Kaepernick is doing this because he is protesting police brutality. Period. End of story. There was a really good interview with him. Charles Modiano, talked to him, and Colin Kaepernick said that I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. There are bodies in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder. Now, right there, you know what his issue is. And everybody's been talking about, the armed services. They're going to be very upset. Well, you know what? Hashtag vets for Kaepernick. We posted there. Everybody did. Any vet that's worth their salt knows that we support free speech, not like YouTube. We are all about that, even if it includes the F word. Which I don't drop all the time. I just, it's not my thing, but it will happen. It does happen. He said, these aren't new situations. This isn't new ground. There are things that have gone on in this country for years and years and have never been addressed, and they need to be. There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically, police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. People are being given paid leave for killing people, and that's not right. That's not right by anyone's standards. He said, yes, I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change. When there's significant change and I feel that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, I'd be careful about the national anthem and what it represents because two things. National anthem's a war song. Think about it. It's all the rockets' red glare, bombs bursting in air. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. It's America the Beautiful doesn't really make you want to tackle somebody, and that's why we don't do it. But you know what? Maybe we will stop playing the national anthem before every freaking sports game. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be good? Everybody just kind of trods, and you all live for the last. And the other thing about Star Spangled Banner, it's a drinking song. Is what it is. It's an old English drink. So you should really have yourself like a pitcher or a mug of pale ale there and chug when they get to of the brave. Just chug it. But he says people are dying in vain because this country isn't holding their end of the bargain up as far as giving freedom and justice and liberty to everybody. That's something that's not happening. I've seen videos. Well, you won't see them on YouTube anymore because that might be too harsh. I've seen videos. I've seen circumstances where men and women that have been in the military have come back and been treated unjustly by the country they have fought for and have been murdered by the country they fought for on our land, and that's not right. There have been situations where I feel like I've been ill-treated, yes, but this stand is not for me. This stand wasn't because I feel like I'm being put down in any kind of way. This is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice. People that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in a position where I can do that, and I'm going to do that for people who don't. And that isn't for looks. That isn't for publicity or anything like that. This is for people that don't have the voice, and this is for people that are being oppressed and need to have equal opportunities to be successful, to provide for families, and not live in poor circumstances.